Good morning. So I wanted to continue on my planner series. The next one I wanted to do would be my A5. This is an A5. So what else is new cover? My bad. I believe it's in the Halloween donut pattern, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think this is up anymore. But she has multiple colors, multiple fabrics. She changes them a lot. She has a lot of new releases almost weekly, I believe. So this A5 never leaves the house. It's well, most of the time it never leaves the house. So yeah, let's begin. So the inside I have some scrap pieces of paper. In here I have I believe this is a Starbucks business or gift card that doesn't have any balance, and it has masking tape on it because I like to watercolor, and masking tape really gives you like clean edges. This is the So What Else Is New business card that I like keeping the business card in the cover with a clip. I don't remember where this clip came from. I got it from Etsy years ago. This is a 2020 monthly insert from Annie Plans Printables. It's a month on 2 pages, and it looks like this. I plan to use this monthly for budget tracking. So every single time me and my husband spend any money, I will color code it, and then I'll write how much it was and where. And that's how I track our finances. That's how I track bills, paydays, all that fun things. I check in a monthly. So this is for 2020. I have my In Touch magazine, which is with for daily devotions. I have my journal to my husband because my husband and I, we were before we got married, we were actually long distance for several years. And so I got very accustomed to writing to him, like writing letters and cards. And when I got married and moved in with him, I felt very sad that I didn't have a pen pal anymore. So I decided to write journals to him. So whenever I finish a journal, I'll give it to him or save it for whatever occasion and then just start a new one. This one is obviously volume 1. And this is just a graph note or lined notebook from Amazon. They came in like a 12 pack. They're reasonably cheap, but I mean the paper quality isn't the greatest. But it works for the purpose that I need it to. This is my collections notebook. It's from Amazon. It is a graph notebook, and in here I keep things like long-term lists or addresses, well, I don't keep passwords in here, but important numbers, the things that you need for long term but you don't reference very often. I keep it in this graph notebook. In the back here there is a slip or yeah, a long slip pocket, and in here I just slipped my December junk journal that I've already pre-made. I felt antsy. This is a mixture of scrap pieces of paper, vellum. I have the Paper Lovers magazine, and so most of the papers and ephemera came from that. And so that's my A5. Like I said, this A5 never leaves the house. It contains information that I want to keep, but not things that I need to carry around with me. I don't need to carry around that we spent $5 at Walmart on Monday. That can stay at home. Or I don't need to bring my journal to my husband around because I'm not going to most likely write to him outside of the house. So I I'm one of those people that do like to have multiple planners for multiple reasons. And I know that a lot of people are either for using one planner or using multiple planners. And I think it depends on the situation that you're in. So if I wasn't married and I was still living a long distance relationship for my husband, I wouldn't need this. And I wouldn't need this for joint finances, right? So all I would need would be my daily devotions and a graph notebook for collections, which I can put a graph notebook into my everyday carry, which is the standard, right? And then I can just do daily devotions. I can keep this insert as just a separate insert. But I think it depends on your situation. I I used to feel really bad about keeping multiple planners running at the same time because I felt as if maybe I wasn't as functional as others. But I just came to realize that this is how my life is sectioned out, and I need that separation. I need to be home and recognize that I all of my work to dos stay at work, and all my home to dos are at home, if that makes any sense. So, like I said, this is an A5 size, and then this is a standard. This is a standard speckled fawns rustic Kodiak. And as you can tell, this height of it, I hope you guys can see, the height of it is pretty much the same. It's the width that makes the difference. So the width, so if this is flush on this side, it's about an inch. The A5 is about an inch wider. And that inch really does make a difference when you're carrying your planner. This one feels a lot more bulky than this one, even though this one, I believe, weighs more than this. But so when you're thinking about the sizes of your traveler's notebook and which ones you want to use as an everyday carry, remember, it's an everyday carry. You're going to have to carry it around. And if you are like me, I don't carry a purse every day, or a bag, or pocket. So I need something that I can tuck under my arm or carry in my hand that isn't gonna impede my ability to get things done. So the standard works best for me compared to an A5. However, if I was a student and I was carrying a backpack every day and I had extracurriculars and assignments to keep track of, an A5 would be a great size. You can keep it in your backpack. It's large enough to carry all that kind of information. So, again, this is all based on your situation. I personally prefer the standard versus the A5 because it's easier to carry. But A5 is a great size. My husband uses an A5 planner, for example, and he works at a desk all day, and he needs all that space for notes and meetings and those type of things. So he loves an A5. He doesn't carry it around with him all day. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. If you are gonna get an A5 and you're not sure if you like that size, get it in fabric or cork, because that will be a lot lighter to carry around than leather, which is probably the reason why this one feels lighter than this one. That's all I can really say. I'll link everything I can down below in the description box. And if anyone has any questions, of course, just ask. And I hope you guys have a nice day.